Brought to you by Lister Pros TV, streaming from Tempe, Arizona. And we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, Jordan here with Lister Pros TV, and today we're on a segment of Real Estate Pros with the one and only Emily Duarte of
Hello.
Keller Williams.
Thank you.
East Valley, Phoenix. Which one are you at? East Valley.
Phoenix.
No, Phoenix.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. And today we're going to be talking a few different things, expired listings, database, and luxury market if we have time. But we're going to be we'll give her a chance to introduce herself. So, Emily, tell us a little bit about yourself. First, I guess, how you landed in real estate and, where you started, why you're at Keller Williams, just kind of a quick background on you as a real estate agent.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I am coming up on 12 years in the business. So straight out of college, I got into the luxury retail market. I worked for Neiman Marcus. And I thought I wanted to move to Dallas and be a buyer, and quickly realized that probably wasn't something that was going to be where I wanted to end up. And I ended up running into a friend from high school who had gotten into real estate, who really encouraged me to get my license. And so I did. I quit my job, went and got my license. Quickly realized that it was harder than it looked. And my first year, I sold one house to my mom. And
that's not uncommon, though.
Knowing what I know now, I get that. But, was discouraged in the beginning. Ended up going back to Neiman Marcus, working both jobs for a while, and then just kind of realized that I could make more money on my own doing real estate, and just decided I was going to figure it out.
So first you were kind of, not necessarily part-time, but you were kind of in both worlds, so you'd be working Neiman Marcus.
Yep.
So why? I'm from Dallas. You mentioned Dallas.
Yeah.
What?
That's where they're buying offices. So.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yep.
So you would be. So you wanted to buy product for Neiman Marcus with. Cool.
That's what I thought I wanted to do out of college. So, got into left there. Joined a boutique brokerage out of the lobby of the Arizona Biltmore Resort.
So have you always been in Arizona, Arizona for the last 12 years?
Yes, I went to college in the Midwest, Purdue University, and moved back home after college, and I've been here ever since.
Cool. So awesome. Cool. So you started at a small boutique, and then have you been with... Right now, you're at Keller Williams.
I am, yeah. So I was at that brokerage for quite a while. I moved to Keller Williams. It'll be 6 years in December, and decided after I had my first baby in 2011 that I needed some leverage, and I never had learned about teams and leverage and really building a business at my former brokerage, and started getting invited to some trainings and things at Keller Williams, and really liked what I saw, and just figured that I could build something that didn't solely depend on me doing every part of the business.
Gotcha. So when you first got in the business, it was just you by yourself doing every piece of it.
Me
and
for
then,
about 7 years.
You had your kid, and then you kind of feel like, it may make more sense to do the team. So how long have you guys been a team? I know you guys are the Lux Home Group at Keller Williams.
Yep. So I hired my first assistant in 2012, and it was just her and I for a while. Brought on a couple of agents, moved to Keller Williams, and then 2 years ago partnered with my business partner, Carly Goulet, and we formed...
Man, 2 years already?
Yeah,
Dang.
Lux Home Group, and we've just been growing from there.
So it's how is your guys' team structure? So right now, is it you and Carly? You guys are like the team leads?
Yep.
You guys are, I would say you guys, because I know both you differently, you guys both bring different things to the table.
Definitely.
I think you had more of what we were discussing, more of a database background. She worked a lot of expire listings in the past.
Yeah, we knew each other from the industry, and then our businesses were very similar in production, but they were very different in where the businesses came from. It's no secret I'm not the most technologically advanced person. That's not my strength. She loves that, and she's really great at it and building those systems. I love the people side and handling that side, so it was a good marriage.
Awesome. So let's talk a little bit first about expired listings. I know that Carly's gone back a long time. If she's watching, she'll remember this one. We were reminiscing, but I went to shoot photos for her one day, and the guy, anyways, it was just funny, like cancel. It was just like awkward, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Like that's always one thing that I really respect about Carly is she's definitely not. She never is afraid to show up. Do whatever means necessary to get the business. As chasing expired listings is definitely not an easy business for. Because even on my show yesterday, he was talking about, I wouldn't want to do expired. He's more of like a, relationship, but there's a lot of business to be had, and she's proven it over the expired listings piece. So talk to us a little about expired listings.
So it's not where my business came from in the past. That's sort of her business was canceled and expired listings. Internet leads, more cold business. Mine was database driven, but it's something that she's really mastered, and we've brought on additional people and hired a new lead listing specialist to really keep that part of the business going. And it's going pretty well for us. We're on track to take probably 80 to 100 listings this year from that.
Man, that is crazy, 80 to 100. So around expired listings, that takes like a system and a process.
Yeah.
So like, what does that kind of look like for you guys? Is Carly on the phones a lot? Do you guys have a dialer that
we have a
trying
dialer.
To call?
Yeah, Carly has been on the phones in the past. Right now we have a dialer, our inside salesperson, Gene. He's awesome, and his sole job is to call and book appointments. And we're looking to bring on another couple of people. I'm not sure if you know, but those appointments are difficult, and you're up against a ton of competition, and a lot of times they don't sign on the first time, so you have to have a really organized follow-up system, and you have to be really persistent, because a lot of those get signed on the 4th, 5th, 6th, 10th time that you follow up with them. So we have somebody in place right now who's doing an awesome job, and we're just looking to continue growing.
That do all the follow-up. So this year alone, 80 to 100 listings on strictly expired listings?
Yes.
So, man, I congratulate you guys, because that is not easy to accomplish, and it takes a lot of hard work and follow-up. And obviously, you guys have a solid team and looking to grow that side of your business as well, it looks like.
Definitely. Always looking to grow.
Yeah, let's talk about database. So is that's more your focus,
It is,
right?
yeah. That's how I built my business. I have never had a prospecting-based business per se in terms of colder business. Mine came from database, and really just making sure that my client's experience was really great, and making sure that the customer service was beyond people's expectations, and the business has just naturally grown from there. So we get a lot of repeat clients and people who refer us their friends and family.
So if somebody's watching this and they're like, yeah, I want to work my database, maybe they're a fellow real estate agent, and what are those specific things that you do that that help stay in front of your database, or what you do?
Well, I think the first thing is to have a database and feed it regularly and make sure it's up to date. For the first few years I was in the business, I in my mind had a database, but it wasn't, it was in my mind. Had phone numbers here or there. It wasn't in one place. And I think it's very easy to let things fall through the cracks when you don't have that. We do like monthly marketing pieces. We do a lot of client events. We do giveaways. We do special things for people's birthdays or home anniversaries, or when people move into their houses, helping them with housewarming parties, things like that. Just because we want to stay in front of them, we want to show them we care, see how we can add value.
So you sped them out so fast, but there's a lot of getting the events.
Sure, yeah.
So our all client those events, in themselves are...
Yeah, so we do a few client events every year. We do a few kind of happy hour events, and then some more family-friendly events. Last year we did a breakfast with Santa, and we gave away some pies. It was the Saturday before Thanksgiving, and we did pictures with Santa, which was really a hit. In the past, we've done a movie event right around Halloween. We had everybody bring their costumes, and we did like a costume contest, and so we do things like that.
A lot of fun just to stay in front of your database, and it's not like super salesy, but it's
no,
just,
that's not the point of them.
Just to get together and
thank
you,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely Love referrals and love when people give us, referrals in business. But the point of those is really just to say thank you for trusting us and giving us your trust to help you with your home purchases. It's a big decision for people, and we appreciate the business.
Yeah. And so, you mentioned, anniversaries and homes, stuff like this. What system do you use to manage your database?
So we are in Salesforce.
Okay.
And
man, that's like top of the line database management, Salesforce.
Yeah. So we have some pieces built out, and we're currently building out some additional pieces, so that as we grow, those pieces are more automated and scalable, so that we can handle more.
So is it a real estate specific platform within Salesforce? Is it like all custom?
It's.
I know you don't want to divulge all your
No, it's not even that. It's just that's.
I know you're not the techie. Maybe you're not the right person to talk about it. I'm curious about that. Because
we have a couple platforms within there. I'd be happy to give you the information. I just can't think of it offhand.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But we're having somebody help build out some specific things. The thing about Salesforce is it has the basic platforms, and then you have to build out all the pieces of it, which we prefer. We've used a lot of systems over the years, and all of them have good things. But we were wanting to build something out that was just very specific to what we needed.
And then when it comes to, I know you guys are using Boomtown. I'm not too familiar with it over the last few years. Has it evolved? Is it still a good platform for people to use?
Yeah.
I was more familiar with Conversion.
Okay, we use Conversion also.
You guys use both?
Yeah, to a certain extent. Our primary tool is Boomtown, and we don't really use Boomtown as a CRM per se. It's more of just a lead management system and a search tool for our clients, and then to manage those leads and such. And then once they go under contract or close, they go into Salesforce.
So which one do you prefer, or do you use them for different purposes?
They're used for different things. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean Boomtown, from what I've seen, because I've used like Follow Up Boss and some other things in the past, Boomtown has been really great for us as a lead management system.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the luxury market, because you guys also do have some really high-end listings as well.
We do, yeah.
On your team.
Yeah, that's my background. When I first, got into real estate, I spent most of my, early career at a little boutique office near the Arizona Biltmore, in the lobby of the hotel. So we did primarily luxury, and so.
So that one deal your first year, it may have made up for the whole year. No,
that was a few years prior. I ended up at the Biltmore about 2 years after that. So
I guess that's kind of what if you're a luxury agent, you're going to do less deals, but the deals are bigger.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, and I talk to a lot of people, and they say that it's actually harder than doing the regular stuff. Whenever
it is. It's just a different market, and the inventory doesn't move quite as quickly, depending on the price point. And when I was at the Biltmore, there were clients that I would follow up with over 1 or 2 or 4 years as they came to the hotel a couple times a year, that would finally decide that they were going to buy something. It was a lot of people buying second homes, and that's not a have-to-have purchase. It's just when the right property comes along. So I think at that point is when I started to develop a system for follow-up, to make sure none of those people fell through the cracks. And I had lots of people who bought over, after following up with them for 2 years or more.
So do you have a preference on which one you work in, like luxury or just standard or everything, and everybody gets...
I don't have a preference. I love all parts of real estate. It's been awesome. We do some investing and some flips, and I love the luxury market. I love when we can help first-time home buyers.
Personal flips, like you guys.
We've done some, yeah.
Cool.
And all price points. So, I just love the experience. That it's been very fulfilling for me to be involved in real estate.
So let's talk a little bit about this. So we know there's 40,000. I don't really like the statistics in real estate, because they say there's 40,000 real estate agents, but if you look at the statistics, it's probably like half of them that actually do a deal in a year. So either they're inactive or not really doing the business. Let me see. So, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
No
there.
problem. I think that some people are afraid to get into real estate because they see that number and they think, oh, there's just so much competition. But
yeah. So that's where I was going with my question. I was gonna say, how do you differentiate yourself, or what makes you guys different? What value do you guys bring over Joe Schmo real estate agent?
I mean,
why would people hire you as your guys' team and stuff like that?
I mean, I think what I sell to our value to our clients is, we're going to know the contract better than anyone else. It's a source of pride for me that 12 years in the business, I've never had a client lose earnest money.
Wow.
I've taken other people's earnest money, and that's because I know the contract better than other people, and that's a way to protect our clients when a deal goes sour, as it sometimes can. They know they're going to get a team that cares, that it's a group of individuals that just cares about what the best outcome is for the client, not about a commission. And I think sometimes when you have an agent, I think all the agents at their core are good agents. When you only sell a few deals a year, sometimes that commission is extremely important. It's going to determine whether or not you are able to pay your mortgage that month. And we just don't operate from that.
Sure. So you guys are obviously looking to expand and grow your team, and I've seen some rank lists, and you guys rank really high in your guys' Keller Williams office. What positions are you guys looking to fill at your team, and what would that right fit look like on your team?
Well, we're always hiring for great salespeople, and a perfect candidate for us would be somebody who wants to work hard and has great ethics, great attitude. I always say, I can teach a skill, but I can't teach somebody to have a great attitude. And somebody who wants to come in and work hard and close deals and serve our clients in the same way that that I would serve them, it would be a great fit for us. We're always looking for talent. Even if I don't have a slot open, if I have somebody who's just amazing, that I'll find a spot.
You'll make it work.
Yeah.
So if somebody's interested in either joining your team or hiring you guys to sell a home, what's the best way to reach out to you guys?
Email me, Emily, EMILY, at Lux Home Group, LUX, homegroup.com, or call our office anytime, 480-999-2309.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Emily. It's been a pleasure.
We've worked with you a long time, Jordan, and I'm excited to see how your business is growing.
Yeah, it's been it's been an adventure. Yeah. So thanks for joining the ride. I know Carly's been around since the beginning. Someday I'll have to pin her down
She'll come.
and Real Estate Pros. So thanks again for being on the show. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Okay, thanks.